Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever the hell you're listening to this. You're listening to Fat Unflagged Nerds Talking Sports, a sports pod with dad bods. This is JackKnife, alongside your other host, the Zach Danielz. How you doing, Zach?
Pretty good. We're doing all right.
Yeah.
What's up?
Now, I was going to ask, your ribs feeling better after...
Yeah, no, they're getting better slowly every day. It's kind of a shitty thing, and there's really nothing you could do besides not move, but I've been trying to move around a little bit, not like get too stagnant. I also have to work. Luckily, my work has let me work from home. Thank you to them, because it's just driving, like hitting the bumps. I think I'm good to drive now, but like last week, driving sucked. Even driving to your Bree's house was really a little bit painful, but it wasn't that long of a drive compared to my work commute. And getting better each and every day. Tylenol, water, rest. That's really all you can do for this,
Yeah, I feel, but you stuck it out. You came through on Friday, and we had ourselves a nice little live stream. You, me, Tommy Joe, and the lovely Brienne. We had our first ever live stream for our fantasy football draft. We want to thank those of you who are participated. Probably like a whopping 3 to 4 people who actually watched. But hey, it was fun. It was fun to banter about our fantasy football league. But that's mostly what we're going to talk about tonight. This is probably going to be a quick episode. We're going to talk mostly about the teams we have, and maybe go into some sports news. But yeah, Zach, how do you want to do this?
I mean, we can talk a little bit about them. How do you feel about your team personally? And who do you think is the best team right now? I'm going to look at everybody, but what do you think about your team?
I mean, I think my team's in pretty decent shape. I think there's some injury bugs. Hold on, I'll bring them up right now. Let's see if this computer ever decides to freaking load for me. All right, there we go. Yeah. Here's my roster. Well, currently starting. Quarterback, Dak Prescott. Running back 1, Derrick Henry. Running back 2, Ezekiel Elliott. Wide receiver, Deebo Samuel. Second wide receiver, T. Higgins. Tight end, George Kittle. Flex 1, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Flex 2, Elijah Moore. Starting defense, the Bengals defense. Kicker, Harrison Butker. On my bench, I got Tony Pollard, the Buccaneers defense. Chase Claypool, Noah Fant, Jamal Williams, Greg Joseph, and my backup QB, Justin Fields. Now, I'd say I did all right. I'm not going to blow too much smoke up my ass. I mean, I hope I did. I drafted for my dad this league. I was drafting 2 teams, and I hope I did a well enough job for him. So, but yeah, Zach, you said immediately after, I got a very impressive running back combination, which I would agree with, obviously. That's why I picked them. T. Higgins and Deebo Samuel seem to be battling some injury bug, but nothing to be too concerned about, I don't think. And, I feel like taking a little bit of a gamble with Dak Prescott. Same goes for Justin Fields. That might be the only area where I consider myself a little weakened, but overall, I think I got myself a pretty good team.
No, yeah, you're projected to get 131. You're playing Tom the first week, which is interesting because of his picks, but we can get to that. I really do want to try and make a video before the season starts. I think it's next Thursday. Is that when it starts? Or is it this Sunday?
No, it's next.
No, it's next Sunday. It's next Sunday, not this Sunday, right?
Right, you're correct.
Okay, so. Yeah, no, I mean, that seems pretty solid. And Tom had some interesting picks, so, see if his plays out the way it should or shouldn't. If he could do good if his team just, blows up. He has a surprise pick in Alec Pierce, but I looked him up. He's not too bad. I just didn't even hear about him when he picked them, way too early. He picked them, where did he pick? 35th? What is that, third round? Yeah, so yeah, something like that, third or fourth round. I mean, I don't know, could have done better, but hey, we'll get to that at some point. The point is, your team is pretty good. I got Justin Herbert, Najee Harris, Aaron Jones, DJ Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown. This is like my sleeper pick. Darren Waller, Rashad Bateman, Alan Lazard, the Chargers defense, and Jake Elliott, the kicker. And my backups, I don't think matter as much because that first lineup is going to be pretty fucking good in my opinion. I'm rolling with Herbert. That's I think he's going to have a great season. I think he's going to break out even more. I hope he does. I mean, he's a damn good quarterback.
Yeah.
And Najee Harris and Aaron Jones is another running back duo that seems dangerous in my opinion.
Look, Zach, hold on.
Can't
Zach,
get 'em
can
all.
you repeat that? You said Najee Harris dangerous in your opinion, then you cut out.
Not Najee Harris and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, after that, like you got cut out.
Oh well, I mean, just in general, I'm a little skeptical of my team, but I think all my guys could maybe have a breakout year. Alan Lazard doesn't have Devontae Adams behind him or in front of him. Rashad Bateman is now going to have to be the feature guy. He was drafted last year. He was injured and whatnot. Like, hopefully, and no Marquise Brown. Hopefully, he can break out. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I picked him up in I think like every league I had last year, and I know it's Jared Goff throwing to him, but last year he went ballistic. I don't know what was going on down the stretch of the season. At the end of the season, he was going crazy, putting up monster numbers. And Darren Waller was my tight end last year. He was great. Jake Elliott was like damn near perfect last year. I don't know about the Chargers defense, honestly. And actually, I got the Rams defense, but they're playing the Bills week 1, so that's not happening. That's a Super Bowl matchup possibly in the making. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do a little thing, little cute video judging people's teams in our league because I think everyone did it. A lot of the guys in the That's What We Do crew, my wrestling community that I'm part of, I think they drafted very well.
Yeah,
So,
our defending champion, Josh Bloom, he's came in talking a lot of smack. Christian McCaffrey fell to him. He's like, you guys trying to hand me this W again?
well, compared to where everyone else was, I was kind of surprised that they didn't take him. But
I mean,
whatever. Hey,
I could have taken. I was the pick right before him, and I'm like, I cannot pass up Derrick Henry. I just can't.
no, of course not. I mean, look, as long as Henry stays healthy, you'll be fine too.
Yeah,
But
McCaffrey's got the same injury bug.
I know. Yeah, he's got Derrick Henry has less of an injury bug, I think, than McCaffrey. But in general, you can't go wrong with either guy. It's just that McCaffrey catches the ball more. Henry is just a freight train. That's all.
That's why I drafted him. Freight train.
I'm playing Drew. He's from my wrestling group. He's got a very good team. I didn't realize. And your brother has, I think, the highest projection out of a starting lineup right now. He's got Lamar Jackson, Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, Deontay Johnson, and Marquise Brown. That's not even like that amazing of wide receivers.
Yeah,
And then
he learned his lesson after last year. Don't be too loyal to the Jets.
Yeah. Oh, really? You didn't. I mean, you guys have some potential big scores on that team, but
Yeah,
Zach Ertz at tight
I
end.
took Elijah Moore. Oh wait, Zach. Oh, you're talking about my brother's team. Never mind. Zach, did I lose you again?
Yeah. You might have lost me again.
Yeah. I heard you say Zach Ertz, and I'm like, wait, you're not talking about the Jets. You're talking about my brother's team. Wait, does he have Zach Ertz?
Yes, yeah, he has Zach Ertz. And on his bench, dude, he has DeAndre Hopkins, who he's suspended for a portion of the season, but like that is serious number one like potential when he comes back. Like he might be set up like super well.
Yeah,
but,
if he can hold out till then, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a smarter decision than Tom drafting Deshaun Watson, but he just did that to mess with us, I think. But yeah, my lovely fiance has a pretty decent team. Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, Cordell Patterson and Austin Eckler at running back, Jalen Waddle, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts,
Austin Eckler, man. Damn.
Yep, I mean, last year she went pretty far, and that was her first ever time doing fantasy football. Now she's got some experience under her belt. Let's see what she can do.
Yeah. Well, no, we should have a good season. I think with not 16 people, everyone should be able to just at least like set up a lineup. And there you go. Just get the injuries out, get the suspensions out, get the right guys in. That's all you got to do. But I guess for 16 people that was tough, and that's okay.
And we were too nice. We couldn't say no to some people.
I actually want to do a big league. I just need everyone to be involved, or else like I love going through the waiver wire. I love looking at trade possibilities, and I love like the talent pool dropping like every round. It's tough. It gets really hard, but when it doesn't matter if people aren't setting up their lineup every week, So
exactly.
Is that a call?
Oh no, that was a text. Yeah, that's the regular Galaxy text. But believe me, this thing would literally go for.
Got it.
For those people who are listening, like, what the hell is he talking about? Basically, everyone, before the show started, I gave Zach a forewarning. I'm trying to make some fire calls at my volunteer firehouse. If this thing goes off, I am going to it. So I guess what happened is we pause, and if I make it back alive, then, we continue. But I'm being dramatic. But, yeah, the four of us who participated in the live stream, you, me, Tom, and Bree, among the four of us, I don't know if I necessarily call it a wager, but we basically discussed a punishment for whoever comes in last between the four of us. Now, so punishment for the lady is different, because she's a lady, okay? If Bree comes in last, she basically agreed to it. She'd have to eat $30 worth of Taco Bell, which sounds amazing. I'd lose on purpose for that, but, she doesn't have the appetite I do, so.
How is that a punishment?
Right? I don't get it either. I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell's delicious. Taco Bell, sponsor us, please. But yeah, that's not that horrifying. The real horrifying thing is what the three of us, the guys, basically agreed to do. Zach, you just looked up at the camera like, oh God, don't remind me.
I don't. Did we make that final? Like I'm more or less want to know. Like, is that final?
I feel like it might be. We haven't really discussed anything else, but and plus the people in the live stream kind of agreed to it, and I'm genuinely terrified.
I mean, I don't want to eat that. So I don't want to come in last out of the four of us. So we're the three of us.
No one does. So. But well. Here's the thing: if Bree comes in last, she's the only one who has to get punished. But like I said, she's a lady. She gets the special treatment. But yeah, for those of you who didn't watch the live stream, we more or less so agreed that if either me, Zach, or Tom come in last between the four of us, including Bree, whoever does come in last has to eat a sandwich with mayonnaise and bananas, which was apparently a childhood favorite of legendary NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. And ew? What else can you say to that but ew?
I don't really. I mean, who on the stream said that it was good? Like, honestly, I want to smack you.
I think it was your friend from North Carolina. Wait, isn't Logan from North Carolina? Or?
Yeah, it could have been Logan. He was asking a lot of NASCAR questions, and that was fun. It got Tommy into his zone. But like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not a huge fan of banana. I like mayo on my sandwiches, but like bread, mayo, and banana. No. And did we agree to the drink? Did we agree to the wash it down with?
I didn't get to that part yet. Yeah.
Get to that part now.
Yeah. The second part, I mean, I don't think is as bad as the sandwich, but
yeah,
wash it down with a beer. You have to drink it out of a straw. Here's the thing though. The straw is a glizzy, a hot dog. Which
I'm all about it. I'm. It sounds disgusting, but I think I'm intrigued. I thought it was
I
disgusting.
honestly kind of am too. I saw that after that video went viral of that dude at the Yankees Mets game, and people were like, "Throw him in jail now." I'm like, and I kind of agree. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Beer and hot dogs go together. I mean, that's such an unorthodox way of consuming it. But like, do I at least get to grill the hot dog and like choose the beer? Like, I'd probably grill a hot dog, poke the straw, and like drink a Yingling through it. But
Well, like, what do you mean grill it? Yeah, of course we're gonna grill it. We're not having just like cold bologna.
I know, but I'm like talking about method in which this cooked. Like, some people like it boiled, some people like it grilled. You know what I'm saying?
Fair, all right, fine. But like either way, I'm more or less like intrigued by that. So basically, do you know what I think too? I think the three guys should, no matter what, we should have oh my God, good Lord, cut that.
It's the chicken tacos.
It is, dude. They're great. So I think if Bree comes in last overall, then she gets punished. But I still think the third out of the three of us should get punished, just because she doesn't even have a punishment, in my opinion. She just doesn't. All right, we're gonna give her $30 worth. What the fuck is, dude? $30 worth, by the way. There's no way she can eat that.
I mean, I don't know. I told her over the weekend, like, you could at least go till you puke, but at the same time, I don't want to make her puke. So.
Dude, $30 is like 3 people's worth.
It is.
In this economy?
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be like 5 to 6, but, you know, thank you, inflation. Thanks, Joe Biden. Thanks, oh Biden.
Money machine go burr.
But like, I think yeah, I think no matter what, the three of us should pick a loser. So kind of like in Practical Jokers, like we're the actual fools. She gets to eat Taco Bell. If she comes in last, then we will. Yeah, no matter what. Like if we're last, we're last. She's free. But like if she's last, I think we should pick a loser from us to make the stakes higher. And also, maybe she can eat the Taco Bell, which is like significantly better, while we eat the banana mayo sandwich. Like
she won't be able to eat that as we're eating that. Like she can't even watch me eat a breakfast sandwich without gagging.
What?
Yeah, like she watched me eat a pork roll, egg and cheese once. Like eggs just disgust her. Like
the fuck over it, Bree. Come on now. This is like Catherine too. Catherine's the same way. Doesn't like fucking eggs. What the hell? I love eggs. That's like my only breakfast.
I like eggs. I like eggs.
I like eggs.
I like eggs.
Oh, I miss that show. I miss old Nickelodeon. All right, hey, let's pull this back on the rails here. Let's because we didn't really do any research today, really. I think we should just hit baseball and football.
Yeah, I'll throw. When it comes to hockey, I'll be less than a minute. So.
Well, then go hockey now, because it's not even in season, dude. Like, and same with basketball. Like, I just, you know, I don't know how long we've been going, but let's try to bang out a 20 to 30 minute episode rather than like have it stretched to an hour.
Yeah, I got you. I feel that. I don't feel like editing too long tonight. But yeah,
I'm afraid you're gonna get called.
Well, believe me, you'll know when I get called. But that was a text from the lady. Don't worry. Basketball news is just gonna be quick. Kevin Durant, you know, requested a trade from the Nets, and apparently they talked and they're gonna try to work it out. So, yeah, no one's getting fired, and at the moment, no one's getting traded. Him, Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, they still haven't played together, so they still want to give that a shot. Okay, into hockey, Rangers young forward Capo Caco finally signed an extension. It's definitely a bridge deal because he hasn't shown his full potential yet, which I can agree with. He's shown he can be good. And again, that we could go back into the whole controversial decisions to scratch him, Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final, whatever. He's back for 2 years, a $2.1 million cap hit per season. Time for him to show Gerard Gallant why he was wrong to scratch him that game. Now, we felt terrible for the Calgary Flames fans last time we were here. They lost Johnny Gaudreau, they lost Matthew Tkachuk, but they won the Nazem Kadri sweepstakes, signing him to 7 years, $7 million average. I mean, keep in mind, they also got the additions of Huberdeau, Uyghur. I mean, some people have told me they might be better this year than they were last year. That's saying something. I mean, I don't know if I go that far just because of the young talents that were Johnny Hockey and Matthew Tkachuk. But you know what? They're not dead in the water, Calgary. They might be able to avoid... They might have their window open still. But yeah. Yep, that's it. So what shall we start with? Football or baseball?
Let's do baseball, because I think football is more like a let's just get hype type thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, kind of want to talk about the Yankees. I mean, not much has changed. I mean, they had a brief 5-game win streak. Yeah, 5-game win streak. And it's all downhill again. I mean, they play the Angels tonight. Make sure I'm not an idiot. Make sure they're not playing right now, which I highly doubt. It's 5:50 over on the West Coast.
Oh, they're in Los Angeles?
Yes, or Anaheim, or the Los Angeles of Anaheim, whatever.
Yeah, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Yeah, no,
I think
they're playing a half an hour.
Yeah, they dropped the of Anaheim, but yeah, they gave us a little glimmer of hope that things were getting better, because they somehow beat Alex Manoah and Max Scherzer back-to-back games without Giancarlo Stanton. And they beat the Mets. So yeah, they took both games at Yankee Stadium against the Mets. Suck it, Mets fans. You don't deserve any bit of happiness. I'm kidding. But
you're right. They're really good this year, but you're right. You're totally right.
And I'm getting more so annoyed. It's like, it's not so much that they have a great team. It's just like, when they're better than us, they need to be like, oh, we own the city. No, you don't. It's just sometimes we take a break. But yeah. And after that brief 2-game stint against the Mets, Giancarlo Stanton comes back. So far, he's had 16 at-bats, 2 base hits. One of them being a home run, 3 RBIs. All right. Jeez. I get he's a guy that doesn't hit for average, but come on. Andrew Benintendi began to find his game. And get this. Aroldis Chapman is on the DL after getting an infection in his leg after getting a bad tattoo. Oh my God. At the same time, I'm kind of glad he's not in the lineup, because Aroldis Chapman is a definition of a stormtrooper. Because he can't hit his freaking target. Yeah, his projectile is fast, but it's almost never accurate. Oh, and how's Jordan Montgomery doing in St. Louis, Brian Cashman? He's still great? Yeah, what else is new? The outfielder
How good has he been?
Apparently I think he threw a couple one-hitters, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll take a look at that.
You
go on.
Yeah, bring that up right now. I'm going to bring it up.
No, you go on. I'll bring it up.
No, that's what I meant. That's right. Okay. Gleyber Torres is turning into Gary Sanchez 2.0. What do I mean by that? He doesn't freaking hit, and he can't play his freaking position. So, what exactly are you doing here, Gleyber? Frankie Montas has only had one quality start as a member of the Yankees. It was that second game against the Mets. I mean, I guess he did all right last night. He gave up 4 runs, if I'm not mistaken. But, geez, we expected more out of him. Now, milestone tracker. Aaron Judge hit home run number 50 last night. Now, I should be happy about that. But, of course, there's something else about that where I gotta be upset. Why on God's green earth isn't he signed yet? Oh, we already...
You're not going to sign him. You're not going to.
Yeah. Freaking don't try to play hard... Jeez. Don't try to freaking hardball this guy. He gambled on himself and he's winning. He's showing he's worth the freaking money. Why are the Yankees afraid to spend money? I mean...
I think they're going to wait till the offseason, though. Let me just stop your roll right there. I think they're going to wait for the offseason to even consider it. But I don't know. I feel like with the Yankees and also his age, I mean, what is he 30 now? I think
He's
30 now.
almost 30.
So yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how they play it out. But I think they're waiting for the off season.
Yeah, but at the same time, Stephen A. went on a rant. I think it was last week. And, it basically said kind of the same things I did. Why are the Yankees afraid to spend? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're up there, but we know the Yankees are capable of doing much better. But aside from him not knowing that Hank Steinbrenner was dead, I basically agreed with everything Stephen A. said in that rant. But that's basically all you got to say about the Yankees. Otherwise, I'm saying the same thing I said 2 or 3 weeks ago. I do have to eat my words, though, because shortly after we released the last episode, Fernando Tatis Jr. was suspended 80 games for violating the MLB PED policy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that happened. We haven't done an episode in a couple weeks, huh?
Yeah, so it's like, and I was saying, don't sleep on the Padres. Not so much anymore.
They're still a good team, but, who's playing really well lately?
Yeah, well, if the Yankees aren't playing well, they split a series with the Oakland A's.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck about them right now. I'm talking about the Phillies.
I know. And they're this close to losing the series against the freaking Angels. Oh, but they have Ohtani and Trout. Okay, whatever. They still stink with them. But go on about the Phillies. Get my mind off of them. Off the Yankees.
Well, basically, all I got to say about them is besides last night was their series opener against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They were winning. Oh, let me check the box score one more time.
By the way, Jordan Montgomery.
I looked up Jordan Montgomery. Yeah, I have him on my fantasy team. I had him when he was a Yankee still. He was doing okay with the Yankees. He went to the Cardinals. He's been doing very well. And actually, on my birthday, he threw a 1-hit complete game. So, and
I hate you, Cashman.
Saturday he didn't fare so well, but he did play the Braves, and the Braves are another sadly good team in the NL East.
Yeah.
So the Phillies
go to the Phillies.
The Phillies last night opened their series against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are not that good of a team. They're 60-67, not the worst, but not a good team. We should beat them. And that's the thing. The Phillies, for the first time in over a decade, are beating good teams. Like they've played the Nationals plenty of times, the Pirates twice. The All-Star break, they had like one of the weaker schedules of the season, or like the rest of the season. They were saying that last year about this team, and they collapsed. They had a bunch of injuries. It didn't help. Bryce Harper was the only one that was producing, and they just collapsed. Aaron Nola didn't look like an ace. I think Zach Wheeler hurt. Maybe Zach Wheeler was the only pitcher. Regardless, last year was a collapse. It just went downhill. This year, they are beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. And they're splitting and winning a couple series besides the Mets, who just have their number this year. They just couldn't get over the hump. The Mets dominated them this year. I think the Mets were 14-5 against us, which is oof, just not good. But that team, they're one of the best teams in the league right now. So I can't really fault the Phillies for that. But they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. Cincinnati they beat up on. They swept them twice, or they swept them once. They went 5-1 against them for the season series. They beat the Pittsburgh Pirates, I think like 4 out of 6 games that they played with them, or like 4 out of 7 or 5 out of 7. The Nationals, they're beating the piss out of the Nationals. They didn't play them at all the first half of the season, but they played the Mets 3 or 4 times to start off the season. So didn't help Joe Girardi either. But Rob Thompson, man, give him a contract. Give him a contract. That dude, I don't remember the record now, and especially after last night's loss, which was embarrassing. Last night they lost to the Diamondbacks. They were winning 7-0 in the 4th inning.
Oh, no.
The top of the 4th, they were winning 7-0. By the bottom of the 5th, it was 12-7. That was. I turned it off when they were coming back. I was like, this smells funky. The moment, this smells like old Phillies. And get your phone away from the fucking mic. But yeah, they're just. I feel good. I feel good about the Phillies. I feel good about the Phillies. I'm hoping tonight they bounce back. They don't let that blowout, or not even. I mean, they lost 13-7. I guess it kind of was a blowout.
I mean, regardless, you guys are trending in the right direction. Whatever happens this year.
Right. They just got Bryce Harper back.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys got Harper back.
They went 32-20 without him. And also a portion of those games, they didn't have Gene Segura either. So they got rid of Didi. Bryson Stott doesn't have the batting average right now, but the kid is playing so hard. He's playing so well. I think he has a great future ahead of him. He's a rookie this year. Alec Bohm, he may miss a play here and there that may be a little bit tougher, that some really good defenders might play or make the play. But he sometimes just flashes the leather sometimes, or, just makes a play and you're like, damn, all right. And recently we put him at first base, so we know he has a little versatility. He can play first as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Castellanos finally getting heating up, finally hitting. Schwarber is slowed down on the home runs, but I mean, he's a leader. He just hit a couple the past couple days too, so he's heating up again. The team just looks, they're there, and I want to win a playoff game. I just don't get swept in the playoffs, or if it's a one-game playoff in the weird wild card system that they have going on right now. They actually have the second wild card behind the Braves. That's how stacked the NL East is.
Yeah.
The Braves have like an 8-game lead over them, and they're the wild card team, and then the Phillies are the second wild card team. The Padres, or I think the Padres are next after them. No, I think it's the Cardinals. Maybe. Let me see here real quick. Get that straight.
And just so I don't forget,
it's the Padres. It's the Padres, yeah.
Yeah. And just so I don't forget, only because I forgot to mention it earlier, the Yankees, did have a little bit of a spark from one of their young prospects, Oswaldo Cabrera. He's come up, he's doing pretty well, but his team still has to produce. Sorry for taking away from the Phillies, Zach. I just remember.
No, well, you know what? I can transition off the Phillies real quick and say that there's a lot of young talent on the up and up this year. All right, Bryson Stott is not playing amazing at all, but I mean, he's had some flashes. And, he was our first round pick a couple years ago. Good to see him up. Alec Bohm was a first round pick Man, you have got to get that away from you're knocking my focus off. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, O'Neal Cruz, this kid for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Holy shit. He is Aaron Judge's size at shortstop. I'm telling you, I've now watched this kid in 2 series against the Phillies, and sometimes he makes a play where, like, the ball will be hit to his far side, he'll pick it up, and he'll throw, like, a 90-mile-per-hour seed over to first to get the out. And also, he's been hitting balls, like, line drives 130 miles, like 120 miles per hour off the bat. Like, it made no sense. He's gonna put a ball through a wall, literally. Like, he's 6'7" playing shortstop. He's the largest shortstop in the history of the MLB.
Wow.
I think the kid has. And then there's Oswaldo Cabrera is a big one being talked about. What's the kid that came up for the Orioles, the catcher, Rushman?
I don't know his name. But yeah, let's try to finish this up so then we can talk football.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that while you think the Yankees, they're definitely going to the playoffs still. While you think the Yankees are on the downturn, I think the Phillies are on the upturn. So that's where we stand right now with those teams.
Yeah, hold on, I didn't even open the link I have put in this Google Doc for the standings. How many games ahead are the Yankees now? I know they're still in first place. Thank God for that good start they had, but let's see.
They're still 7 games ahead, dude.
It's 7 games? All right. I mean, it was so much more than that. But anyway, let's get to football.
Yeah.
All right. You have what?
None. The football? We're going NFL?
All right, I'll make it quick about the Jets. I mean, I know we want to talk about Baker, but I wanted 3 things out of the Jets this year. 1, finish around 500. 2, competitive in every game. And 3, solid development out of Zach Wilson. The third took a major hit in the first week of the preseason. One, he had a bad I know it's only preseason, but like a very bad decision. An interception. You know what play I'm talking about. They played your Eagles.
Yep.
Won. But I think it was the next drive, a non-contact injury. He tears his meniscus. Now, 2 to 4, everyone thought it was an ACL tear. Thankfully, the internet doctors were wrong. Now, 2 to 4 week recovery. He got the surgery. It went perfectly. And listen, I get not wanting to rush him back. I'd be fine with him not starting week 1 or week 2. That's fine. But now it's just going to be in the back of my mind. Is he going to be fully recovered from this injury? Are we going to have good development out of him this year? I just don't freaking know. But yeah, that's all I got to say about the Jets.
Well, I'll keep my Eagles very short because I do want to talk about there's so many stories you can talk about with the NFL, obviously. Everyone just got their 53-man rosters today.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about that alleged sick fucking Buffalo. Well, who's no longer in Buffalo.
Yeah, we won't even talk about that. You know what's funny? It was one of those situations where it came out and I was like, are we just going to call this guy an evil person just because the court of public opinion automatically just labels you what you are. Then I found out he admitted it. Like, he straight up admitted it on the phone. Oh yeah, no. It's not even like let the process work out. Like, no, he admitted it.
Yeah. Straight to jail.
Yeah, straight to jail.
Okay.
Straight to jail.
Okay.
So the Eagles, biggest thing, Jalen Hurts, man. I know you don't like the quarterback talk, but the defense was rebuilt from top to bottom. We got our players back healthy.
Yeah, you got a new defensive back. You got a.
We don't have any. Saints. Yeah, he's not a safety, but we gave away a safety. We cut Anthony Harris, but we have a bunch of good defensive backs now. We actually got linebackers for the first time in years. We've not had like good. Even when we won the Super Bowl, we had Michael Kendricks and Nigel Bradham who were good, but not like elite. But now we actually we have had trash since then. We've had trash linebackers. Now we have linebackers, and Nakobe Dean ranked out as like the 5th best linebacker in preseason out of like 200. And we got him in the 3rd round. Jordan Davis looking good. He's gonna be splitting time with like Fletcher Cox and Milton Williams, a rookie from last year we got like in the mid rounds. Brandon Graham comes back. He was a big leader, a big vocal leader for them. And yeah, so the defense is looking good. Now Jonathan Gann is the coordinator. Hopefully they play better because they did not play well. They did not play well against good quarterbacks, but they beat up on the bad quarterbacks and the bad teams. So good quarterbacks. And again, you don't like quarterback talk. But they were getting like 80% completion games, like 70+% completion games. Like they weren't throwing in. I think like Derek Carr went like 27 of 30 or some crap like that, like passing. It was ridiculous. And the offense has A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, a healthy offensive line, Jason Kelsey's replacement for the future. Dallas Goedert hopefully has a breakout season. He's built like Travis Kelce. He just needs to start catching the ball. He has stone hands some days. Some days he makes amazing catches. Some days he drops the ball. I don't get it. And we have a committee. Syndrome. Oh, don't even. No, that's a little too rough. But there's a point. Yeah, he has like one. Evan would have like 2 or 3 a game. Like Goddard has like 1 every couple weeks. Like where it's just like, oh, come on, man. So And the committee of running backs is the same. It's Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, and Boston Scott, and we were one of the best running teams in the league last year.
Yeah. And
it's up to Jalen Hurts. It's up to Jalen Hurts. That's really what it comes down to.
Final point tonight. Let's talk Baker Mayfield calling out the Cleveland Browns. Speaking of Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson's suspension has been extended to return. Now he's not slated to come back till a game against the Houston Texans, which, that totally wasn't done on purpose, NFL. But yeah.
No, yeah, totally not.
Yeah, but yeah, let's talk about Baker Mayfield. Then let's wrap this up.
Oh man, well you're in a speedy mood. I know you said we were going to do a short one, but man, now you're
it's been 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what I'll say about this then, because we're trying to speed this up. The biggest game of Week 1. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It's Baker Mayfield trying to get his revenge on Cleveland. I don't know how you can't root for the guy. Now, I don't know the Panthers. Look, Baker's always been kind of a up and down quarterback throughout his career. He's been okay.
If he didn't try to play hurt last year, he'd probably still be a Brown.
He'd probably still be a Brown. But that's what's even more insulting is that they dropped him like a bad habit, or a guy who saw 66 massage therapists and was accused of like over 20 sexual assault cases. I'm just throwing it out there. There's just kind of disrespectful to just drop the guy that dragged your franchise out of irrelevancy and helped you get to a conference championship game, or like, what was it, division game? Just, I don't know. Just seems pretty disrespectful to me. So, hey, I'm rooting for the Panthers and Baker Mayfield Week 1. I hope they kick the shit out of the Browns. Sorry, Jacoby Brissett, but I hope they kick the shit out of you. Just someone block Myles Garrett for him, because that's the big thing. I know their offensive line, the Panthers are not amazing, but come on, Baker, let's make it happen, buddy.
Well, Myles Garrett isn't necessarily the guy you have to worry about ripping off your helmet anymore. Now that's Aaron Donald.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Jeez. But yeah, I think that basically covers it for tonight. We want to thank everyone who tuned in to the live stream. If you didn't tune into the live stream, Zach, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be editing it and posting it to our podcast platform. So not the full 2 hours necessarily, but like going to cut up the best parts, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, actually, I have something different in mind. I'm going to make a video basically summarizing everyone's team. I wanted to look at everyone's team and really break it down, maybe give my sleeper picks. Still working out the kinks of that. But yeah, I want to make it a little fun, because thank you guys for making that a fun little. I've never done a live stream before, so that was an entertaining little thing. Even with my bad ribs. But hey, it was fun, and getting to shit talk to people live was actually really interesting, and having people watch me was kind of weird.
Yep.
I don't know how these video gamers do it, man. It's so strange to me. I love being on camera, but not that much, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm not gonna shoot that down. I'm gonna let you continue.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. Did I just hear thunder? Is it about to rain?
It probably is.
All right. Well, anyway, if you made it this far, thank you very much for listening. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And be sure to just follow us on our social medias at FUNTS Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and on Facebook at Fat Athletic Nerds Talking Sports. This is JackKnife alongside the Zach Danielz. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Have a good weekend.